Welcome, 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 family. This is your boy MZ in the diaspora on this beautiful Sunday. Yeah, from the village. Well, I don't want to claim what somebody else claimed, the village boy. But anyway, I'm a village boy. This is a Marwa Addiction Live from MZ on the diaspora. Well, we miss home, to be honest, while it is summertime around here. Well, today is to bring positive vibes about Nyambuanzi. There is so happiness in Nyambuanzi that could not live to share with you guys. First of all, is that the king of traveling will be going back home, and that is the first good news. And again, he's doing very well in this trip that he's doing in Jamaica, has reignited that Marwa that we know, always doing the best. Even the language has slight change. It needs to polish a little bit. That is something is missing. Also, the audience is growing. That is nice, very nice. I'm happy. I have seen some videos from some positive reactors from the positive gang that are good signs. But also, let's comment about what's happening in the village. The king, Mayugno. Now Mayugno has a new position. He became the Don of Nyambuanzi. But also there is bad news in Nyambuanzi. The government may clamp down on some of these YouTubers. Many of you are not being paying attention, but it seems like you guys, when you watch some videos, you don't pay attention to some details. Anyway, but I'm here as a positive reactor on the Mr. Ayamara gang. Let me first talk about this. Sergio has brought a very interesting notice here, and many people, they don't realize how Sergio is very crucial in this whole deal of Nyambuanzi village. First of all, he has alerted that the authorities are calling the old YouTubers to come to go, the chief basically, to go talk to them because they heard there is some people buying land, the issue of land and all this. Well, we Africans, but at the end of the day, I hope there is no illegal. These issues raise concerns because of Burundian the traveler, and also about Mapopo and Mayugno. The success of Mayugno is not going unnoticed. Even here in Europe, in the UK, it seems like a joke. I was talking to somebody about this, what's happening in Nyambuanzi, and somebody said, "Whoa, there is a guy called Mayugno." I was like, "Look at it. This is a European man." Oh, he said, no, my wife is from Kenya. I was so impressed. But anyway, Mayugno has been noticed in Europe a lot. In African cycles, when you walk, especially Nigerian cycles, they don't comment. They have some hard feelings, but that is typical of Nigerians in Ghana. Always they like to put themselves on the top of the agenda. Anyway, you may ask where I am. I am in a village where I live. And I decided to come out and walk and talk and show you guys about this village a little bit while I'm talking about these positive vibes. Anyway, so Sergio has alerted that. Let's go to the most important. The most important is the king. The king is in Jamaica, he's doing well. He's Ocho Rios, he left Ocho Rios to Spanish town. What means Ocho Rios? I do speak Spanish. I've been in Jamaica. Ocho Rios mean 8 rivers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rivers. That is the translate of Ocho Rios. Beautiful place. and beautiful choice from Marwa, and beautiful video also from Marwa. Congratulations, Marwa. And now you went to Spanish Town. Spanish Town is another town, very interesting. I don't like Kingston. Kingston is too crowded, it's too famous, you know, too much posh stuff. Anyway, yeah, has done a good choice. We're gonna see very good videos from those places. But anyway, one of the positive things in this trip of Jamaica, this trip here has brought a new Marwa, the king of traveling. As he has wake up, has start showing us the real traveling, what we expect from him. We are not seeing those scenes of mourning, complaining, unnecessary stuff, and that is very interesting. Also, is the one of the things I've been observed. There is a lot of people that watch Marwa channel that they didn't want to subscribe in his channel, and now they are subscribing to his channel, and that is quite interesting. Yeah, let's support Marwa. He needs support. Our support will help him travel the world and show us places we can't go or we never been there. As Africans, not all Africans, we have opportunities to go to those places. So he can take us there with his camera effort. Look at this beautiful thing here. Yeah, here in the village, look. Wow. Anyway, so basically, yeah, it's doing very well. That's what was my videos, my previous videos when I was talking about loss of steam. And that was the steam we are waiting and see Marwa bringing, and then it's bringing really fire. And that is what we need. Even those who hate Marwa, they are panic that the man is back and then the man is doing well. That is good, very good. Marwa, once again, you're doing very well. Another note before we leave Marwa is about Dimwango. Also, Dimwango is doing very well. I'm not quite a fan of Dimwango, but I can tell you the feedback I'm hearing from other brothers and sisters that watch Dimwango, things are going very well the other side. Okay, let's move to Nyambowanzi. Nyambowanzi is expecting the king back, and a lot of stories happening there. One of the stories that is making a lot of news, even not on the YouTube, is Mayugon. But there is a note here to notice about Mayugno. You guys are not asking what's happening between Mayugno and Mapopo. There is some kind of problem there, and nobody want to talk about this matter. I don't know why, but there is some fire, something that does not add up. So, Sergio, if you are there, please, you need to investigate this, because we don't see Mayugno no longer participated in Mayugno videos. You know, we see him on his own, doing his own thing and praising others, and others not talk about him. That is quite strange, to be honest with you. Quite strange. Let's go this way. So, Mayugno is doing very well. He's bought another piece of land. That is positive. But Mayugno exposure in Nyambowanzi has brought something up that I spoke earlier, and then I'm going to repeat it to you guys to pay attention. Remember, Mayugno always talk about Tanzania. If you have seen the video last night about Maja KE relationship with Dorina, was in some way, somehow, Maja gives money to Dorina, and Mayugno oversadly start talk about Tanzania. So the authorities in Nyambowanzi, they're starting worry about these people, if these people are really Kenyans or not. They are right, they have rights to do, because there is procedures, rules and regulations. It's not only that, also there was the issue of that guy with Diana Kim, the Burundian traveler. when he tried to buy a piece of land and then have all those troubles that he had. So there is this issue. Anyway, let me talk about Mayugno. Gentlemen, Mayugno is doing a job that will surprise all Nyambwas. Even Ayamaro, when he goes back, will be shocked. I'm seeing some competition there, but I know you can't compete with Ayamara, but human behavior. If you have studied psychology and behavior of humans, when you help somebody, the tendency is you notice that person for some time, acknowledge that person for some time, and then when you break out, you want to go on your own. We are not seeing this yet from Mayugno. He carry on praising not Guadama, I don't know why I brought that name, Ayamara, but the question is, he will praise forever or he's going to go on his own? I don't think he will go on his own. So if he's going on his own, will be a major challenge of his subscribers, the people are joining him. Remember those people that are supporting Mayugno, most of they are really, really fans and supporters of Ayamara. This is a shopping center. You can see all these cars here around here. This is a village, gentlemen. This is the brewery where beer is done. Yeah. So, yeah. Carry on walking, talking. So, gentlemen, this is what I'm trying to tell you what is going to happen there. This is going to be a very good moment, this. And this is what we want. This return of Ayamara home and the party. Talking again about Mayugno. Mayugno bought new land. Mayugno is building, start 2 new buildings. That is a bit risky. As an engineer, from my point of view, when you take in construction, especially in domestic construction, with funds that are coming, not solid funds, are donations and all that, it's quite tricky. I have done a project in Swaziland, charity project, and that was where the funds were used to come from German, most of from church, for disabled people, and at a certain stage those funds stop or reduce it, and then you have to reduce the, remember, you're helping the community. That's what the positive thing here, that Mayugno is investing in the community. He's not bringing people, let's say, from abroad, from China or Mongolia or Japan. No, it's local. It's we Africans, and that is what is a positive in that investment of Mayugno. Also, running 2 buildings, you need to pay attention. It seems like he stopped. Somebody maybe has alerted him. You need to stop and focus on something. So he has shifted. From the videos, it seemed like he shifted more his attention to the foundations and the preparation of these main houses, main Rendima Villa, that will come beautiful. That is interesting. But also, Mayugno has started showing that he's not on his own. He needs support his family, and that is interesting. When I saw Mayugno say he's gonna help his sister Dorina get his own business, that is wonderful. I'm so grateful for everybody that has donated money to help Dorina. So Dorina is becoming a new member of the positive gang of Nyambowanzi. Let's say the positive village of Africa that has became our soap. We live in the diaspora. We can't live without this soap, to be honest with you. Every time Africans met, just we talking about Tayo, Ayana, we talk about Wadamaya, we talk about all these, Nasto, Dimwango, everybody have their own preferences. My preference is the man who travels the world, that is my preference because I'm a traveler also, and I enjoy travel. When I don't have nothing to do, I bag it off. I go places where I never been. So this is quite interesting. Uh, Quite interesting because Dorina is gonna have a new channel, by the way. Maja has said a channel is gonna be Dorina. I hope there is no problem in get that name if that name is free. That will be great to have Dorina on her own business. And there's come another story. Do you know the love story between Dorina and Maja is going on? The haters, they are trying to say that Mayugunu is blocking the wedding, the marriage, whatever. It's a bull, S is going on, and Maja is going to invest on Dorina, and that is great to hear that from Maja. I hope really Maja is really committed to the relation, deep with his heart and everything. And it was nice also to see this guy Nasto, how Nasto came. It is Nasto came up and said he's gonna pay the rent for the place for a month. So, to be honest, these boys in Nyambwanzi, these content creators that I am Marwa has made happen in Nyambwanzi, it becomes a very interesting story between, if you look how YouTube and these poor people live in a village over sadly start doing something, and that becomes like an investment. Every single donation that people do to those guys, they don't waste the time. The first thing they do is invest in themselves for better life, you see, and that is great. If you look, Maja is a wealthy boy. He comes from a wealthy family. Grandpa is healthy. In Africa, be wealthy is not like in Europe that you have to own buildings, factories, and wealthy in Africa is have a family that financial can support themselves. Yeah. By the way, let me stop a little bit here. It's the summertime here in Europe, and families are coming out to the park, and then you can see this is a park. And everybody's out today, enjoying, have a good time. Yeah, me, I choose walking and stretch my legs to feel much better while I'm walking, talking to you guys and talk about what's happening. This is the car park near to the park. There you go. It looks like a beach, but there is no a beach, just it's a river nearby. So they took a sand, the beach sand, they put there, the kids are enjoying. So I can't go film nearby because, they're kids. We need to respect them, because, their entity must be protected. We can't just offend others. That is a very important. We have to learn from this principle. Let me carry on with Mayugunu. Other thing is the building of Mayugunu. There is some details on the foundation that reveals who is Mayugunu. Mayugunu is a professional builder, not educated, gentlemen, but he understands building. He understands how foundations are built, how robust. If a builder gonna have floors, ground floor, first floor, and all, what kind of reinforcement needs. Me as an engineer, I see his building over design, but it's good because if you over design a building, you are looking for the future. You are not looking like a short term. You are looking a long term. An impact that might occur made somebody discover gold under that area, diamonds, and then when these people started mining, might have some settlement movement in the area. But also remember there is a river, a small river down of this place. There is another phenomenon, very important people they didn't look into. There are big stones showing up around. They means those stones, some thousands or 100 years back, was something earthquake happening that side. So the chance of this thing, earth movement, plates movement, are possible. Remember, Kenya is not far away from the tsunami, they call the tsunami line. It's not far away. Look at those beautiful flowers there. Look, I love England when it comes summer. Look, beautiful. Yeah, let me take you guys around, see the beauty when it comes here. So that tsunami fault line. So Mayugno, his house foundations are very well done, very well done. Congratulations, the Mayugno, the team, everybody who's working with Mayugno done a very good job. And carry on, my brothers and sisters, what you're doing. But also, there is another thing there I see these days is Chief Matiko building house for his mother. Also, he done a very good job, and he done on his budget. I do understand the brick work is how he doing. There is no much reinforcement, but the interlock of those brick are very good. They're very good the way done. The spaces very well dimensioned. I hope the people who are going to do the roof tighten the roof to the walls so the wind they don't blow that roof away. Of the weight, what they're going to put on that roof, may the positive and the negative of wind in that area can sustain the roof. Yeah, that is very interesting. 7 days to way gone, except he should have done the levels inside the house before he proceed with the walls. But anyway, time is very important. You have to go back to Europe. Back to Mayugno. So this new land that Mayugno bought has really create a new page. And this new page is the question, why Mayugno is buying new land? Why? Why this ego of new piece of land if you not yet finished building your own house? Did Mayugno become a millionaire? Is Mayugno doing very well on YouTube? Or there is a sponsor behind? This is a big question, gentlemen. We need to start watching this. This is a good story. It's not a negative story. It's a good, see an African man growing up, especially economical. But the point is, why another piece of land if he didn't finish with those buildings? So, ladies and gentlemen, there is a new chapter there in Nyamboanzi. Izibanya. That area called Izibanya. I was here trying to think the name of that area. Yeah, that Izibanya, where the parents of Ayamara, Frank Ayamara, live, Cedric Ayamara. So this is something new for us to watch, for us to see what is coming. So Mayugno has brought us a lot of things to attention. One of the things many of you are not realizing with Mayugno is the people works around Mayugno. Mayugno is doing the same that Ayamara was doing before. The same strategy, but Ayamara has kept that strategy and carry on promoting people to work with YouTube. Yeah? That is very good, very interesting, beautiful picture here. Yeah, and this is what is interesting here is promoting people to open YouTube channels, the builders, the Kennedy, the Remedy, and others. So the villages become inundated with YouTube creators. Time to time I mention here something, even people they don't pay attention, I don't know. These YouTube, there is a characteristic with the YouTubers, especially in this village. Don't worry, I'm not gonna film you guys. I appreciate madam, my apologies. Yeah, so not everybody likes be filmed and recorded in these channels. Yeah, so, but anyway, we need to respect the wishes and opinion. Yeah, look at that, beautiful. Look at that. Look. So basically what I was trying to say to you guys about these issues in Nyambowanzi is quite interesting, that people are doing well. especially if you are positive and you are joining YouTube. Like Marwa say, you don't need get on the first everything. No, keep working, keep learning, Try to hear from people what is happening, and then improve your channel. And this is what Mayugun is doing. Support others, not only financially from this money that people are donating, but also, sure, these houses look a bit strange. In the middle of that, for these, it's quite strange. Maybe some history. Yeah, is what is interesting that people have been pushed up from zero to hero, and that is very good. But nevertheless, I say that. Let me make another comment. I was watching this lady from the positive gang, meaning we, when she's talking about things are coming up, and also how she feel overwhelming and happy that the tide has changed. I have to be cautious. The tide is not yet changed for Marwa. It's not yet changed. Marwa have a lot to do to change the tide, and this is the time that Marwa is gonna have. There is one other country to go, and then home. That's what I'm saying, Sergio. Man, you need to go to wait for this guy at the airport, ambush him in the airport, and just say, please, brother, let's have an interview here. You see, a beautiful car. I love it. This is the machine that I used to have. I don't long drive. For personal reasons, I got enough of driving in my life. Beautiful flowers. This is England when it comes here. Many African families are without food, running water, electricity. Content creators should establish. Well, let me read this again. Where is this? I'm trying to see. Well, I'm trying to see how I see that. Well, yeah, content creators have to do something. Yeah, that is true. I wish I could go back to that comment. I'm not a master in this. I could, let me see if I can see highlights, not microphone. Where I go? Well, great content and insight. Andrew Senior TV. Andrew, thank you, brother. I'm just talking about us. I was there in new country. I've been in Namibia. I went down to Sosflay. I've been on the dunes. I've been on the coast. I can say the only thing I felt bad about Namibia was about this house made with corrugate iron. Really, I don't understand why the poor Namibians have to live in those corrugate irons done by government investment, like this RDP project in South Africa. That is not human. I condemn 100% SWAPO for that, and then I think that is just killing our own people, especially in Namibia, where it's a desert and the sun is 306 degrees. I hope you convey this message. I used to support the SWAPO while I was a student in Mozambique. I met Sanjoma at the time was Sanjoma and Oliver Tambo. We used to be the pioneers, and I recognized great figures. And I studied with the Namibian people also on the youth island in Cuba. Many are doctors today, and some professors even in South Africa. So I want to shout out to the Namibian people from my heart, love and admiration. I enjoy Windhoek, I enjoy Sossusvlei, I enjoy a lot of Namibia. I went down to, even I don't know the names. I have traveled home Namibia from the south of Angola to the north, to Rundu. Yeah. Anyway, what I was trying to talk here, by the way, Namibian people, if you are watching, this is your brother from Mozambique with love and respect. For Jamaicans with love, respect, Hatagwan brothers also. For you who are watching from anywhere from the world, especially from Kenya, if you are from Nyambuans, put a thumb up. I'll appreciate. You are my favorite people this day. Okay, content creators. I hope you have read this message from this brother from Namibia. Okay, yeah. Let me put Namibia, Botswana. I didn't remember very well now. I'm confused because I don't know how to manipulate this thing here about this. This thing here. Chat some messages such potential scams. Message. Show. Okay. Angola residents are coming over seeking basic necessities, Andrew. Hi, Andrew. Yeah, it's true. I know a lot of from Angola. I've been in Angola. I do speak Portuguese. That is my language. But I can tell you, I will not comment right now on this program because this program basically is all about Nyambuanzi creators that became to our doors and our spaces in the evening here in Europe, in America, in other parts of the world where there is diaspora, African diaspora. These Nyambuanzi boys are invaded our houses, to be honest with you. They have been invaded our houses. We are no longer watching these fake news, BBCs, CNNs. No. These Nyambuanzi boys, content creators that I am Marwa has created, became part of us. We feel more connected with home every day, watching what's happening there. And most of us identify with them. Believe or not, people in South Africa, I know Ulani, the Tonga priest, has made comments here. In South Africa, many people that are using YouTube, thanks to these Nyambuanzi boys, to reveal things and tell us things. That is a good thing. So can you imagine the impact how these Nyambuanzi boys are doing in Africa? Content creators, especially me, I'll tell you my story a little bit, just 2 sentences. I have said to myself, I have a problem of water in my village where I live. I didn't come from that village. I just learned there from word of mouth. It's in the south of Mozambique. There is a drought. But I say to myself, my first paycheck, I wish God will help me open a borehole for the community. When I'm talking about my first paycheck, I'm not talking about YouTube. I'm talking whenever I can get money. The day I go back that I'm planning to go, I'll stop my building and do this situation about the borehole, because water is life. Our body is 90% of water. So the suffering in that area is a lot. So that's what is my commitment. I'm putting my little money together, and when I go home, that's what I'm gonna focus. So the problem we have with certain brothers and sisters is when they come to Europe or whatever place they are, they want to take that luxuries and go back to Africa and implement. No. You can't copy a lifestyle of a place and translate it to another places. It's impossible. You have to adapt your lifestyle. Yeah, you have to tweak and improve your lifestyle with something else and make better. Yeah, you learn skills, you learn use tools and so forth, like Mr. Mutua tree. Mutua, you see, is in Kenya. He's showing us his reality when he's back home. It's not the same reality when he's in Washington. Anyway, but the walk and talk today here is not about other things. Let's not get distracted. But anyway, the problem, let me address this very quick. The problem for Angolans going to Namibia is because the MMPLA is corrupt, deep. And then there is politics, special American politics behind. So that is where the problem starts with Angola. They are so wealthy, even they can't feed their own people. So I will not talk that debate here. Andrew, thank you. Understand that. Yeah, thank you for watching, Andrew, and please subscribe share it, and give your time. I'll appreciate from the heart. I'm a very short subscribers. You are watching. Please share this thing and make this thing happen on this YouTube channel. Anyway, let me bring to your attention about Nyambuanzi, special Mayugno. Mayugno is those human beings that go to a building site with professionals that have skills. These engineers, these plan, he learn, he capture, he understand the principles. If you look the building on the perimeter columns, he called beams. Beams are horizontal elements. Vertical elements are pillars. He introduced something that takes at least 15 to 23% strength of a pillar. He has introduced a drainage pipe, 110 millimeters pipe, gray. It's interesting, but now there is one problem there. When it's going to be pouring this concrete, what size of stones are going to be used when they do this formwork, and what size covers are going to be used there? Because a minimum cover on those pillars, it will be a serious problem, a serious problem. And this one, if anybody's watching or anybody has a chance, contact Mayugno and say, look, you need to find an engineer to advise you on these pillars. Because if the cover is too big, might start showing cracks. I saw something very interesting on the floor. The cracks develop it. Those cracks are minor. Those are minor. They don't influence nothing. The only thing, they need to be covered full with the grout or a very thin cement mixture with plastic key liquid mix up. So we can cover that very smooth and make it that when the floor gonna be done in that house, if he puts tiles and he walks there, there is no that background sound of the tile. When you walk, you go. That is because the floor is not level, or there is cracks on the floor. So the sound, there is that sound back. And this is one of the details about what I see in that building. Other thing is the builders themselves. I was so impressed with these people that are helping Mayugno, how they work harder and how faster, how committed to do it, that concrete work. That was impressive, surprised me, because I'll tell you, I done quite of builders in Swaziland, in South Africa, and Mozambique, even in Zim. I never see people work like that. I want to say congratulations to those brothers, and I wish they can hear this. But let's go carry on in this one. Nasto really is surprising in this relationship with Dorina. How he's committed himself. Look how love is. Not a great, again another message here. Not great reef where huge cracks are way Mozambique impacting Djibouti, Senegal. Well, again, I'm not going to discuss those issues here, but I acknowledge, I'll read them, and if I can reply to you, I'll do my best reply. My focus, let me not lose my focus and my time, my battery before go. But my apologies, I have acknowledged my brother. Don't think I'm disrespecting you. From bottom of my heart, please, let me focus on this Nyambuanzi thing about Maja Kehi. Maja story with this woman. On the beginning, when I hear Maja talk about woman, marriage, and these things, I thought he was just talking nonsense. But now I can tell you, this man was in need of love, and Dorina has come to rescue of this poor heart was lost. Nobody want to take and look after. I hope Dorina look after this man, because this is a hard worker. Marja is a man with a vision. And if you remember from the beginning, the relationship Marja and Nasto always been in two things together. And this is they've been support each other. So this means they grow up. And then it's quite interesting, people that grow up, they have these bonds. This is what I learned here in Europe. When you go take your kids to school, why parents make sure that generation of kids, they keep going together, because it's that network of people, when they grow up, they will look each other. I saw something very recent with my own son. My own son came live here, and then my own son kept in contact with his peers in South Africa. And then he goes on holidays, they went all visit them. My house was flooded with kids. I was like, wow, what beautiful, this rainbow nation, black, white, Indian, everybody in my house. I was like, yo, when I used to be young, never happened to this, but what beauty. I was telling even my wife, I say, wow, I'm so proud of my son. So it's the same happened with Ayamara when he went to Colombia. Ayamara started posting, and then to his friends, they went with him to university, and this thing kicked out. So this means is important networking. So this network between is Nasto, Chef Matik, Marja, Sergio the Traveler, and others must be kept unified. Don't let these crap people, haters, to destroy your attention. These haters must be left where they are. Must be, just watch them with big eyes. We don't need to go to attack them. No, we don't need. The strategy is not attack haters. No, we need those haters, because those haters, they will guide us for a much better place, paradise, and much better days in Nyambowanzi. You see? Even what now the authorities are trying to do is just a scary tactics, is a politics, is what our brother from Namibia is referring here. Yeah, it's politics. So politics is not we are discussing here. We are discussing here is love, respect, and willingness to support each other. That is all about. Is what you people, you content creators from Nyambowanzi, has brought to our places on the daily basis. Believe you have brought something new, something worth it to watch, and something beautiful. Well, let's go on. I want to say thank you some few people here. Choice TV, Mini Awe, for the positive vibes and encourage our brothers. Also, I want all my subscribers for the comments. Your comments have been helping me think about, is worth it, carry on, and it is worth it. Yeah, even with my professional duties and responsibilities, I'm enjoying, to be honest, I'm enjoying much as you guys enjoy. Please subscribe, share it, and let's talk about this and give you thumb like. Let me tell you something else about Nyambowanzi. Nyambowanzi will change. What Dave Jr. is doing, this building, is not okay to build it without drainage. Authorities need to sign. Yes, that is true. Remember, this is a village building. You just cut me out with my comments. Yeah, it's right. There is a lot of details. Even there is a problem of conduits. There are some conduits missing because the foundation has been raised, so for illumination. But we saw this on previous building of Mayugno. even on the existing building, also before you start the foundation of the bigger house. But we Africans, at a certain stage when the building is almost to the slab, we start breaking the walls, we start breaking areas and put this. This is a tradition done by the Portuguese builders. They left a lot of these ways of building in that area of Eastern Africa. Yeah. So we might see those drainage things. I saw the drainage for the toilet and for the kitchen. I saw that. But there is another element they are missing. Yeah, there are another elements, the introduction of some conduits in certain areas. Because when I look to the design of the plan, I know, to be honest with you guys, I'm a civil and structural engineer. So I deal with buildings, infrastructure. There is a lot of things they're missing, to be honest. Even the way he was fortifying the slab, when he put that plastic. I speak so many languages. There is another word of talking about that plastic. There is a technique he should have applied, but he, unfortunately, work is ongoing. Send mine taking place in that. Well, under technical specifications differ in different countries. There is 1,000 ways of building. If we're going to talk about building, in Namibia, you guys use a lot of South African codes, the SANs, that are breach codes, especially when it becomes to wind. Wind design in Namibia should be changed, not to 28 meters per second, should be more higher because the winds on the South Pacific are more stronger. This is one element. The drainage and then also the dryness, and that the wind takes a lot of sand in Namibia. I have seen a lot of builders in Namibia that's quite weak, except those have been built by the brewers because on the coast. But as you go further inland, you start to see problems. Like when I left the airport in Windhoek, the airport is quite far. There is this German farm where the building is done by stone, mason. And then there is issues there, and then when I was there, I made the comment to the owner and said, look, you can do this and this, your building will be fortified. You see, there is a lot of things we can discuss here about construction, but I'm not going to do it like Carol, distracting the conversation. Anyway, did I lost what I was saying? I hope not. I'm going back to my subject here, Nyamwanzi. So, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, let's encourage these brothers and sisters in Nyamwanzi to behave, also to do it better. There is a guy called Fellow Boy. Fellow Boy, for me, is not a man of trust because of his own words, of his own behavior. I'm not talking about what he could not celebrate his birthday. He done good, he deserves. But I start worrying about Fellow Boy behavior when Marwa was doing this building for Annie mom. He could learn from that building, how that building was done. And then he went to do this building for this another lady. And then he left the toilet outside, and then he starts put the floor, the roof lower. African houses, the roof must be higher, and then have a big pitch because of rain. If there is not, there is a very interesting phenomenon I saw in Namibia and South Africa, even in Mozambique, in Maputo, in the city, if anybody been there, is this low roof with corrugate iron with like 15 or 7 degrees inclination. When it rains, first of all, is the sound brings inside the house. You know, it's become unbearable. When it's hot, the place becomes so hot. So you need to leave what they call the air layer box, where air can circulate inside, because sometimes people use fans. So that air can circulate and turn to change the ambient temperature inside the house. It's not a lot for margin numbers, but it creates another different effect. So this is one of the problems I realized with this guy. And then the values, where you're talking about the monies in donations and everything comes. And then I start to see, really, this value for that? Look the window size. Look the window size in that place. Look, yeah, there is transport, there is other logistics, but come on. I think that building should be equal or better of Mama Zani. So, guys, I don't know. If you guys invest in this guy, don't invest in him, to be honest with you. So, let me close this live and show you a little bit, walk a little bit and show you something else. Yeah, let's have a positive vibes. Let Ayamara come home and let Ayamara make things happening. And this time I hope Ayamara go back in Africa. It has this trip in Africa, show us places in Africa and rest a little bit, be nearby, travel those countries around that he doesn't need visas and all that. Yeah, do something different and bring a new narrative here of traveling in Africa, Tanzania, Mozambique, like Mozambique, north of Mozambique beaches, yeah, and Zimbabwe, Lesotho. I can see most of the YouTubers, they don't go to Lesotho. Lesotho is beautiful. It's like being in Nepal. It's like Nepal of Africa. So that is quite interesting going there. There is a huge lake there to be explored. Yeah. So watching from Jamaica, yeah man, hey, go on man. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Please subscribe from the heart here. Support our brother there, please. Support our brother. Yeah? Peace, 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 man. With all respect, brother. Yeah. So, yeah, I am arrived to come carry on the building. We want to see this party. We know the spies are going to be all over. We know these mama cocos and these crazy commenters that are out there, they're going to be talking rubbish, nonsense. We don't care about this because we know our people, they will deliver beautiful things, beautiful. You guys are supporting my Yugno. From me, thank you for transforming somebody's life. And my Yugno also is influence other people to change, and that is good. And you guys, haters, and number ones, Maxi and all that, understand changes sometimes is painful, but change is always required. There are a lot of Kenyan people on the diaspora, and some they like look at these with different eyes. Let's look together. I'm not a Kenyan, but I'm just here to say we Africans, let's put our flag with love, lot of love, really. And Ayamara, please come home soon as possible. We want to see this new chapter. We want to see the Villa Medellin come alive. We want to see the river. We want to see the Ugali thing. Well, Ugali is Shima. There is a video going on the internet. I need to clarify this. There is a video going online that is misleading. I don't know this man where it comes, is from America or is from Europe or Asia or Russia or whatever. All Africans, they eat ugali. Ugali is not only a Kenya dish. And Mozambique, that is the dish 24/7 from the most poor person in Angola, in Zambia, in Tanzania, all Africa, that is our main meal. Even in Congo, they eat, but with a difference. In Mozambique, they call Shima, if you're going to the south of Mozambique. If you're in the north of Mozambique, they're going to call Murada, or they're going to call another name. So please, who done that video has misled himself, not as Africans. We Africans know what ugali is all about. Yeah, there are some people cooking, they put a little bit oil. Some people, they put a little bit salt, a pinch of salt, Other people, they do the different ways. Even in Brazil, they eat. But I know the Kenyans have been most on YouTube, and then they've been enforcing this ugali name. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I'm praying for Marwa arriving in Africa. That it will be Nyamboanzi. Yes, 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 Andrew. Nyamboanzi is the paradise. Is where the soap is. It's like Brazilian soap. You know, it's those Brazilian photo novels. Yeah, love stories. Like anyway, I was going to leave this story, very interesting story, is that the Burundian boy, the Burundian traveler has been having a tough time. And let's support this gentleman from Burundi. Yeah, he was trying to travel to Asia, and then things are going well. And this relationship also of the Burundian boy with Diana Kim, he needs there some help, you know. We need to support these guys. It looks like a very serious relationship. There is a real love story. I know Casta's story is getting complicated day by day. There is so hidden in corners, but she's doing a good job. Yeah, she deserves. Mickey, Mickey story also. David is hiding himself now. He's just not talking too much. So anyway, the steam day of the building also is going down. Anyway, everybody have their own things. But there is a quite interesting story before we close up here, is that Sergio, you need to find out what's happening between Mayugunu and Mapopo. Gentlemen, this is a critical part. But why that connection with Mayugunu and Mapopo has lost it, is no longer there. Yeah. Why? Why Mapopo is isolated, is no longer on this gang? Why? That is one something Onasto, Maja, KG, or whatever comes with this subject, so we can understand what is happening there. Because they've been there in the beginning, and all of a sudden they disappear. These are how English people spend their time in the village, on the river, you see? Yeah. They're there, kids. You can see they go. Yeah, that is beautiful, huh? Yeah. That is beautiful. Yeah. Anyway, these rivers, they have health and safety procedures, flood barriers. Hey, yeah, there is so much control, I can tell you. It's beautiful. The English people have done a lot of things in terms of environment and protecting rivers. I saw some place in Jamaica that this Marwa went. That was gorgeous, beautiful. Choo. Yeah, they need some things. Anyway, oh, those people also, they're going to swim. I should go swim with them. Anyway, let me start moving backwards. Okay, brothers and sisters, whatever you are, whatever you do, that was a life here from the village on the north of the city of London, let's say 55 minutes. I hope you have enjoyed this walking, talking, and I'm waiting for Marwa come back, and I'm waiting, so curious what is gonna be next with my Ignos building, and this relationship of what is the river? Is it Lee? The river calls it Lee. But brothers, really my apologies. I'm trying to see where I can find these comments here so I can read. Always my settings that I have set these things. That does not make me chat. Top message, some such as potential spams might not be visible. Live chat, all are visible. So where is my, okay, where is my, I'm gonna shut down this live. No, not gonna be a good idea. I wish I could do this. So what river is that? Lee. They call the Lee. It's an Hertfordshire. Mike Ventura is doing work. Mike Ventura. Okay. brothers, somebody can tell me how I go to the comments, how I do this, how I see these comments. Microphone, highlight, share it. No man, I wish I could see this. Where is this, bros? Anybody out there to help me to see your comments? Could be very nice so I could interact with you guys live. Okay, Mike Ventura is doing work on ground through his volunteer group, medicines, etc. Okay, who else? More. What river is that? I thought I have responded. If you are there, this is a little river. This is between Hartford and Ware. Yeah, here the population is foreigner population, I can say. We are very small. This is predominant English area. You can see the hair is blondie. Yeah, you can see also the dress code. Okay, this thing here is gonna die. Ladies and gentlemen, please, once again, subscribe to my channel, share, give a like. Let's support our brothers and sisters from Nyamboanzi village, this unique place in Africa with a lot of content creators that every day here in the diaspora comes to our TVs, our phones, our tablets, and give us a pleasure of be connect back home in one way or another way. And let's support these people. Let's give them a moral, something enthusiastic to carry on, not stop. Yeah, and those who have been donating to these people, our appreciation, love and respect. For the people in Jamaica also, thank you for supporting, for showing love and respect to Marwa, and give him the strength and courage of carry on with his mission, travel and showing Jamaica in different way. The lovely food of Jamaica. I love those rice and peas and that fried banana, those juices, fresh juices. Hey, those are almonds. I do remember the time I went to Jamaica. That was crazy. Eating so much fried fish, dry fish. Hey, man, that was nice. And the sugar cane, alcohol. Hey, man, I can't even say much. And enjoyed much of the music. So, direct from north of London, my respect and gratitude to all of you. Bless, happy Sunday. God bless you, brothers and sisters. Please subscribe. I just want to get to 1,000 to make things happening for everybody, so I can be here and share with you a lot of this. Tell me something. You like this type of videos, me walk and talk and show you places? If you guys love it, leave a comment. Next, I'll do it in different areas so you can enjoy the countryside of England. I'm not a boy that goes to town, no, but time to time I'll do it also from town. Love and respect to all of you. Please subscribe, share, give a like, and leave comments. Direct from north of London, with love and respect. This is MZ from the diaspora.